Hi guys, so in this video what we're going to look at is something called abstract inequalities. So the main thing that we need to know about this is that any number squared is always greater than or equal to 0, where a is a member of the real family. Okay, the real numbers. Now, we should all know this, that any square number is always greater than 0, but this is the main sort of weapon that we can use in order to answer the questions or to prove the inequalities that we're going to be asked to do for your leaving cert. So suppose we were given the following to prove. So, for example, a plus b all squared is greater than or equal to 4ab. Right, so what we have here, that for all real values of a and b, prove that this is in fact true. And as I said to you at the beginning, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this, of this form here, where we can say that a squared is greater than or equal to 0. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to show, or get it of this form from here. Okay, so it's basically trying to just do a bit of algebra. And let's have a look, see what we can do. So what we might try and do here is, well, we'll bring the 4ab across, because that means then we've got greater than or equal to 0. So there's half of the battle done. So what we have here is we have a plus b all squared minus 4ab is greater than or equal to 0. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try and manipulate the left-hand side, i.e. this bit here, so that we can get it in terms of squares if we can. Now, we can see here that we can't get this in terms of squares. We've got 4, which is a square number. We've got a, which isn't square, and b, which isn't square. So let's have a look at trying to multiply out the a plus b all squared there. So if we do that, and we multiply out that bracket, what we end up with is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared minus 4ab is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so we can simplify that because we've got 2ab minus 4ab, so we've got a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. That minus 2ab, guys, comes from 2ab minus 4ab, which is minus 2ab. And now we've got that is greater than or equal to 0. Now, this is where you're going to get to this stage quite easy with a lot of these, and then you've got to try and, can you put this back into essentially a square bracket? So if we have a look here, and I'm going to go to the side, and you can see, well, if you have a look at the original bracket that we expanded there, that we squared, you can see this a plus b squared went to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and we have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So it's pretty much the same as this, apart from instead of a plus b all squared, it's going to be a minus b all squared. So let's try it. So it's a minus b all squared, 0, and we'll just double check that. So we've got a minus b all squared, and that's equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, and it's plus b squared because it's minus b by minus b. So we can see that a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, if we factorize it, goes to be a minus b all squared. So now what we have is we have a minus b all squared is greater than or equal to 0. And now we have the form where we have something squared, and doesn't matter what my a and b values are, if they're real values, then it doesn't matter what they are. They can be any numbers that we choose to put in there, because once we square it, we know it'll always be positive and therefore greater than 0.